Hello, welcome to Reggie's Kitchen. I'm Reggie. I guess you figured that out, huh? Okay, today what I'm going to do is one of my favorite things to do is have Thanksgiving meal any time of the year. You don't have to wait to Thanksgiving to have turkey and all of the fixings and the sides. I do it just because it's Thursday. I don't know, just whenever. Okay? Now, a friend of mine, I remember when she was pregnant, she wanted Thanksgiving dinner. So I took her one. Enjoy it. Don't put off having a good time. Okay? Alright, let's get into this. So you can tell I went and bought a turkey breast. Now, when you buy a turkey breast, 9 times out of 10, especially the prepackaged ones, alright, you are going to get, as you can see here, pieces. And then it's in a little string sack. Well, I like to season my turkey all over. Okay? So, I've took the sack off. I don't want that on there. Okay? Now, I am going to put salt, pepper on my turkey, and that's pretty much it. Maybe some olive oil. Okay? Now, in my pan where I'm going to put my turkey breast, I am going to take a small to medium onion. I'm going to slice it up, and I'm going to let the turkey breast rest on this onion. Okay? Now, I am also going to cut a white peach. Supposed to be a white peach. Okay? Now, I'm going to slice it. And if you want to use apples, that's good. If you don't want to use the fruit, it's up to you. This will add just different flavors, a sweet taste to the turkey breast. Okay, hold on. I don't know about you all, but I love peaches, nectarines. Okay, now let me wash my hands right fast. As you know, turkey is so healthy for you. You could also do this with a pork roast. The peach and everything will help the pork roast. Okay, so we have pepper onto the breast, both sides. You notice that slick move so I didn't cross-contaminate? Yeah. Alright. We're going to do the same with our salt. Now, I think turkey needs all the salt that it can get. So I always go a little heavy on the salt. Okay, so we're going to rub that in a little. Let me wash my hands again. Okay, I'm going to grab the olive oil. I have that sitting on my kitchen counter. Okay, so I'm going to put a little olive oil in my pan. Okay, then I'm going to lay my turkey right down into the pan. And as you can tell, the turkey breast is going to fill the pan full. Let me remove this and wash my hands right fast. Okay, then I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil. Okay. Now I have my oven preheated to 380 degrees. Okay. I'm going to cover my pan. I have some foil sheets. Now just use those. They're the perfect size for my pan. Okay. So I'm going to put this in. Let me get that up out of the way. Okay, so I have the turkey is in the oven. And now we're going to start on stuffed mushrooms. And who loves stuffed mushrooms? Me! I love them. Alright, so I'm going to have my cameraman pause and try and get everything set up for that. Okay? Okay, while we have the turkey in the oven, I'm going to start on our appetizers. And these you can snack on while you're doing your dinner or waiting on people to come. So I have a pound of breakfast sausage here. Okay, I'm going to get that on and start it frying. Okay, and I'm going to slice up a small onion. Not slice, I meant dice. Dice. So how many people have seen these cooking shows and the judges go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, your dicing is not uniform." Okay. Who else besides me goes, "Say what?" Okay. Yes. If you are cooking professionally, then you want it to be as pretty and as perfect as possible. But you're cooking for your family or your friends. If your friends come over and they whip out a ruler and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, your dicing is not perfect," you don't need that friend in your life, honey. Pitch them to the curb. Tell them to get a life. Okay. So we're going to start our sausage is browning. Okay. So I want to go ahead and get my onion in there. Now, let me show you how you can get almost perfect dicing, shall we? Okay, so you have your onion. You've already cut it in half. Okay? So take your knife, measure out as you're cutting. Okay? You can see that most of my slices are pretty uniform. Okay? Then come back. And the same way, just make sure, and as you get to this end of your onion, it's going to start rolling. Let it roll. Cut, dice, dice. Alright? So see what you end up with? Mostly uniform dicing. So now you don't have to panic. Okay? So, there's that. So let me get this one. And the more you do this, the faster you're going to get. But please do it carefully. Nothing ruins a dinner more than blood in something, or you having to run to the hospital because you sliced the tip of your finger off. Okay, so we're going to add this to our sausage. And again, have fun in the kitchen. Okay? Now, you're going to get a lot of flavor from your breakfast sausage. But you can add additional spices if you want. If you want your mushrooms to be real spicy, throw in some red pepper flakes. Okay. If you want them to have more of what we consider Mexican with the taco flavoring or whatever, put some taco spices in there or some fajita. Okay? Now, these are going to be baking, so you just want to get your sausage and your onions just started cooking and get your sausage almost done. It's going to finish cooking on the inside of your mushroom. Okay? Now, you're also going to be adding to your mixture, when it gets done, the stems of your mushrooms. And I'm going to show you how to do that next, is to de-stem your mushrooms and get them ready for stuffing. Okay? Now, okay, I'm going to ask my cameraman to put us on pause, and then we'll get to our mushrooms. Okay, now, I've heard different ways in my life to do mushrooms. Oh, you don't wash a mushroom. Do you know what mushrooms grow in? Mostly peat, cow manure, things like that. Alright, so yes, I wash my mushrooms. Okay, so I am going to do that now and get them ready. So just bear with me here. 3. Okay. Alright. Use your strainer, your colander, to wash. That way all the impurities go right out of your strainer and not stay on the inside. And I just crush that mushroom. So be gentle with your mushrooms. That way you don't do what I just did. Okay. Now you can buy mushrooms that are already washed and ready. Or if you're in a hurry, you can buy your mushrooms already stuffed. Okay? I like doing it myself. Thank you. I like doing it myself. That way, I don't know, I'm in the kitchen doing what I love. Okay, so, first step is your mushrooms are going to be part of your stuffing. Okay? So, we're going to dice these. You're going to get lots of practice dicing uniformly. Okay, now the cap of your mushroom, same thing. You're going to slice and dice. I love mushrooms. A lot of people do not like fungus. I love the fungi. Okay, so we have your mushroom that we washed. We're going to do that. Take the stem out and slice across. Now that's the bed of what we are going to put our stuffing on. Okay? So I'm going to have my camera pause. I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can tell, excuse me, I have took the stems out of the mushrooms, took the caps, got a great base to lay our stuffing in. Now I am dicing up what I cut off the cap as well as my stems. And again, careful on your knife skills. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is add it right to my sausage mixture. Okay, I'll get this over onto my station. Okay, now the heat from the sausage mixture and everything will start the mushrooms cooking. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, if you hear grunts and growls in the background, that's my boxers, Rex and Linus just came in. They're in their crate, so they may be a little noisy in the background. Okay, now about a cup of grated cheddar cheese, and that cheese has also got some Swiss, some Monterey, okay, okay, now I'm going to add some pepper, and as you notice in my cooking, I add a lot of pepper and a lot of just plain basic spices. I like both, but I like the flavor of natural food, the food that I'm cooking with, that flavor to come through. Now, of course, if what you're cooking is bland, like mushrooms, add spices. Okay? And I am going to add some cinnamon, just a pinch, and taco seasoning. And you're like, what? Have I steered you wrong in the past? No, I haven't. Okay. It's about a good teaspoon and a half. Okay. So we're going to mix this up. All right. Looks so good. All right. Okay. So we're going to take our mushroom, we're going to take our stuffing, and you can stuff mushrooms with whatever you want. And I'll tell you a good one, and fast and easy. Get a box or a bag of pre-made stuffing mix. Make that. Alright. So just go ahead and get all of your mushrooms stuffed. And as you can tell, you can put a lot on there. This will also, not just for like your Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, or any dinner that you make. This is also a good recipe for a quick lunch. And as you know, most of all, your meat is cooked, everything's cooked. This is ready to eat. So all you can do, if you like fresh mushrooms, just put it on there and stuff your mushroom. There you go. There's a nice little lunch for you at work. Or take the mix, put it on a tortilla wrap, on a tortilla, and there you go. instant wrap. Okay? My cameraman's sitting in the background going, yeah, me, feed me, feed me. No. Okay? As you can tell, I like to have fun. Yes, cooking is serious because you can get hurt in the kitchen, but it's also fun. Just have fun with it. Explore, experiment with what you're doing. Okay? Now, it will not take a long time for these mushrooms to cook. Okay, so I'm going to set them over on the stove out of the way and we're going to move on to our next dish. Now, as you can see, plenty of mixture left. So, guess what's going to be on the menu for tomorrow's lunch? Yes, it's going to be our sausage and mushroom wraps. Okay? So all you have to do is put this on a tortilla, wrap it up, there you go, okay? Okay, so we're going to pause for a minute, and then we're going to continue on. Welcome back. Right now we're going to make some homemade stuffing. In this kettle I have chicken broth, turkey broth off of our turkey. I have 4 ribs of celery and a medium to large onion that's been diced up. It's cooked. And I also have about a half a stick of butter. Just, hey, it's stuffing. To this, I'm going to add some sage. And just a little garlic salt. Okay. And then here's some parsley. Alright, now to that I am also going, and yes, I'm going to cheat a little. I bought the cornbread stuffing mix. I'm sorry, not the mix, it's just the toasted cornbread because it's so hot. I didn't want to start my oven. So we're going to add this in to our broth. I'm going to stir it. Okay. Set that there. Now, I'm going to stir it all in and let the cornbread soak up the broth and the juice in there. Okay? Now, in this kettle, I have potatoes on to cook for my dirty potato salad. And why do I call it dirty potato salad? Because I leave the skins on. Okay? So what I've done is took 4 medium to large potatoes, scrubbed them really well, cut them up, diced them, got them on cooking in some salt water. Okay, so while they're cooking, I am going to be preparing the other ingredients that I need for my potato salad. Okay, again, I've got some onions that I want to dice up. And like I've said before, if you have any suggestions, it's like, oh, Reggie, let me show you how to cut that onion a whole lot easier. Or do this, or, you know, prepare this. Hey, you're not going to offend me. Offer up any kind of suggestions. Our readers on our YouTube channel, they want to know too. That's the whole reason I started this YouTube channel. It's because my friends were like, you know, you should do that. I want to know how to do this. Everybody knows how to do this, you know. Nobody knows how to do this. It just gets done. Can you show me how to do this, Reggie? So that's why we started the YouTube channel. Okay. Alright, so there's our onion. Now, here we come to a little stickler part. In the South, 99% of your cooks will add eggs to their potato salad. I do sometimes I don't. It just depends. Okay? Today, I'm not, and doesn't look like I'm going to put dill in there either, since I cannot get it open. Hold on. What? Okay, there we go. Keep chugging along and you'll find a way, am I right? Alright. I love dill. Okay, let's see what we got here going on. And fresh dill, I use both fresh and dried. It's just really good stuff. Okay. Now, as you can tell, my dill, some of it is getting old. So what I'm going to do is these stalks, I'm going to cut the ends off. I'm going to drop them down into a glass or a cup and see if I can't get them to start to grow. And if I can't, I'll throw them out into my, plant them outside into my herb garden. Okay? So let's put the dill in there. And I may have to supplement with some dried dill since, oh, there's some. Let me make sure, let me get this cut up. I'll just go ahead and use this. It's fresh and it just smells so wonderful and it's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this out of my way for a minute. And let me grab my tool here. I don't have a spoon. Pause. Okay. Put just about 2/3 cup, maybe a little over, almost a cup of mayonnaise. And again, you know I like my mustard. And to complement and add more dill flavor, I'm going to dice up some dill pickles. And again, this is totally by taste. If you like dill pickles, put them in there. You don't even have to put dill in. But I love dill pickles. Never got into the habit of drinking the juice. Sometimes I do if I've been out and we're doing a lot of walking, hiking, whatever, and my legs start cramping, then yes, I will definitely do the juice. Now you're wondering, why is that woman putting her hand right down into the pickle jar? Because I'm at the end of my pickle jar and I'm going to be using the rest of my pickles. Okay. Okay. So there is that. Alright, so that's it for right now until our potatoes get done. Alright, now we're going to go to the oven and check on our mushrooms. Okay? Okay, let's check on our mushrooms here. Oh yeah. Okay. Our mushrooms are done, and you can see our stuffing with all the cheese and nice and golden brown. Okay, so we are going to set these aside until we are ready to serve. So let me scoot these right over here. Okay, now I am going to grab a muffin pan. Okay, my muffin pans are in the closet. Hold on. Okay, so I have my muffin pan, and it's okay. I sprayed some olive oil in here. If you hear my dogs barking in the background, Amazon made I'm sorry, that box company made a delivery, okay? My son keeps getting on to me, Mom, you can't say brand names, you can't do this. Everybody knows the big box company, dude. Okay, so we're gonna make stuffing muffins. This is in tribute to my friend Beverly. She came down from New York to spend Thanksgiving with me and my family in Kentucky one year. And I have to say that was one of my favorite Thanksgivings. Had a blast. She had not been to Kentucky before, so we did things up. We went to UK. We talked our way into seeing Rupp Arena, where the UK Wildcats play. We went to the football field, talked our way into that. We got to go out, take pictures of the field and everything. Then we went to a restaurant and had huge ass burgers. That's the name of the restaurant, not being, nastier. But like I said, then for Thanksgiving, we made stuffing muffins. And the reason why we were using a muffin pan, it's going to get very good and toasty and crunchy all around. I have my oven at 375. And we will get these in here. Now, I'm going to tell you something that every country kitchen they do. Well, they did in my family anyway. We'd go to my grandma's. She'd make stuff in huge big bowls of it, her and her daughters. And all the men would stand around waiting on them to get that stuff and mixed up. And then they'd get them a taste. Okay? Well, their taste usually ended up being a big old bowl full. So in our family, we have taste testers. AJ and my son and my brother Keith. My brother Keith have the job of taste testers. Okay, I'm going to get this into my oven, then I'll get my dog calmed down. Okay, come back and see me. Okay, so our potatoes are done. And for potato salad, I cook them till they're almost ready to mash, okay? Because I don't want my potatoes to become mashed potato salad. Even though I like mashed potato salad, I like the chunks potato salad. Okay? So as you can see, I've dumped them right into the bowl with all of our others. Stuff that we had, our mayonnaise and everything. So we're going to mix this up. Alright, and okay, you can see where we have the skins. Okay, so our potato salad is done. Take and you can put it in the bowl and leave it in a bowl, put it in the refrigerator till it gets cold. And this is something that you can make the day before. Alright, so you can use the Southern style baked beans. Add that to your menu when you're doing this. Okay, I'm going to have my cameraman pause for a second. Now I'm going to fix a plate and we're going to try all this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, got the turkey out. I'm going to and it's been resting in the pan. Okay, now I'm going to grab my knife, cut some here, put on our plate, or I should say my cameraman's plate. He says he is starving to death. Okay, you see how juicy the turkey is. Okay, let me get that there. All right. Hot, hot, hot. Now, you can make a little bit of gravy to go on that if you like. And we have our mushrooms. Our stuffing is in here baking. My son loves the tasting. So I'm going to put him some stuffing right here. Okay. Alright. There's a part of our Thanksgiving dinner. I hope you enjoy. If you have any suggestions, comments, please drop them. Leave them on our page and I'll make sure I get back to you, okay? And have a blessed day and thank you for visiting us.